The issue is still outstanding and we'll be probing more on it. But Member of Parliament for the Northern constituency, Samuel Ablakwa, has revealed that his ongoing parliamentary oversight on what he describes as state capture has uncovered a more widespread and entrenched problem that he initially didn't think of. The Northern MP's latest interception suggests that the Akufo-Addo government has been adamantly refusing to publish the full list of public land sales despite a 3-year tussle with Parliament to obtain the data. In a post published on Facebook, Mr. Ablakwa asserted that these latest findings are bound to create a further credibility crisis for government, which has consistently claimed that Ghana's public lands are not being sold and remain safe, secure, and intact. Now let's go onto the video wall. And except of his statements on social media, says that here's the first batch of the interesting names contained in the latest interceptions on the sale of prime lands by President Akufo-Addo to his appointees and other NPP politically exposed persons at the AU village or La Wireless Enclave. 1. Kate Jemfua, who is the NPP women's organizer, purchased from President Akufo-Addo on 31st of August 2022. Ibrahim Mohammed Awal, Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, at the time of purchase, purchased from President Akufo-Addo 30th November 2020. Now, Dr. Ernest Yedu Addison, Governor of the Bank of Ghana, purchased from President Akufo-Addo on 31st of August 2022. And the fourth one is LC Ado Awazi, Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, purchased from the President of Akufo-Addo on the 27th of August 2022. Take note of the dates and, that these sales were being done. Maxwell Opoku Afari, Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, purchased from the President Akufo-Addo on the 31st of August 2022. Joseph Boain Edu, CEO of Cocoa Board, purchased from the President Akufo-Addo on 30th of October 2020. And also Anna Asari Odo, former NPP women's organizer, Holland chapter, purchased from President Akufo-Addo on the 25th of February 2021. All right, now let's go on to the phone lines. Honorable Member of Parliament for Northern constituency, Samuel Ablakwa, is on the line to speak to us on this latest expose. Honorable, thank you for your time. You're welcome. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Right, thank you. We know you've been busy, but it looks like you've also been busy on these, your state capture exposés. So tell us about these latest findings.
Yes, the latest expose reveals just how deep-seated the state capture that has totally engulfed this country under the Akufo-Addo administration is. These latest documents I've intercepted from the Lands Commission show that the canker is far deeper and more widespread than we initially thought. Now, what is shocking about this whole state capture revelation is that you have the president selling these lands to his appointees in the most opaque of circumstances. So these lands are not advertised. The general public do not know about it. Nobody gets to have a fair chance of even competing. There are no transparency and accountability mechanisms at play. It is just cronies calling themselves quietly under the cover of darkness, and then they are handed over these prime lands. Now, it is important to emphasize that these are lands that belong to the state, that under Article 257, the president is supposed to take care of these lands on our behalf. He holds these lands in trust for and on behalf of the Ghanaian people. So it is not his personal property. And he should not be selling these lands without, first of all, even having a discussion with the Ghanaian people and giving us the rationale. I mean, why should we be selling state lands? This is a president who told us that he could not meet the timelines for his Agenda 111 promise because he couldn't find land. That land was scarce. So if we have a situation where state lands, public lands have become scarce, and we are not able to pursue national projects, why should we even be selling these state lands in the first place? And then, number two, why should we be engaged in this naked conflict of interest? I mean, why should a president be selling land to his ministers? I mean, a sitting minister, cabinet minister. I mean,
smarts of conflict conflict of interest, right?
The governor and his two deputies. I mean, no wonder they were printing money like there was no tomorrow. Illegal printing of money. You know, you look at the list. National executive, the women organizer, in Ghana, then the women's organizer in the Holland chapter of the NPP. I mean, clear NPP cronies. When you profile this list, it's an insider dealing. People who belong to the same political party tradition. Meanwhile, these lands were not purchased by the NPP party for NPP use. These are state lands, public lands, belonging to all of us. Why do we have a section of our political tradition looting these lands, grabbing these lands, like there is no tomorrow? And you see, the way they even insult our intelligence is only last week that the lands minister, Samuel Ablakwa, addressed this country and told all of us that this claim about state capture, it is all propaganda, and that all the public lands are safe, intact, and secure. These are his words. I'm quoting.
Is that? I was going to ask you if that's what led you into giving us more details about your findings, which we've received a part 2 of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because when the president's lands minister holds a press conference and tells the whole country that ignore the opposition, ignore me, and that I am only engaged in propaganda, and that all the public lands are intact, they are safe, you are not selling. When you know that that cannot be the truth, you are actually misleading the Ghanaian people. So I have been compelled, and in addition to that, I am also deeply worried that 3 years after Parliament asked this government to publish the list of public lands, the status, those that have been sold, what is left, if any, it has been a 3-year tussle, a protracted one. They are refusing to publish that list. At his press conference last week, he says, oh, they'll publish soon. Every time, soon, 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 soon. When is soon? It's been 3 years. And then I read the NPP manifesto, and they don't touch on state capture at all.
Yes, what exactly were you expecting to see a party you are accusing of engaging in state capture to capture that in their manifesto?
Acknowledge that you have looted these lands and that you are going to stop it.
In their manifesto?
Because, of course, I mean, we have heard Akomea say, for example, that e-levy which they introduce, they will stop it. The sanitation levy which they introduce, you know, they will stop it. Betting tax which they introduce, they will stop it. So if there have been a number of things that they have done, and after Ghanaians express their outrage, their disapproval, they are making a U-turn. He's claiming that he's only a driver's mate. They don't listen to him on everything, at least on this matter. And very soon, when I put out the additional parts of this expose, you will see why Akomea himself is complicit and could not, in his manifesto, provide a blueprint, a strategy for ending state capture and stopping the looting of these lands. That's
right.
why I want.
Right. Honorable Akufo-Addo, thank you for your time.